you called Peyton a faint. You likened him to a fainting goat, which sent me to YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I get what you're saying. The way he goes down before the defensive lineman can hit him. Yeah. Are you catching a lot of grief for that?
No. I asked the question of Coach Kubiak very delicately, because I know football's a manly game, and you stand in there and you take the blow. But Peyton's 39, and he's a football genius, and he's figured out at 39 that the wise thing to do often is to be a fainting goat.
He hadn't figured it out at 39. He's always done that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it, and it was great. And I wrote Mark and told him it's a great description of it, because if you watch the videos, and if you haven't watched the videos, and apparently we can't get it today, but you just watch these goats in a meadow, and they just fall down and faint.
They paralyze. Their nerve endings paralyzed, and they just fall over.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And so
which I guess is what Peyton does.
So when I saw him just fall over against Kansas City and just fall over against the Vikings, I thought, that's a fainting goat.
But see, and Brady does that. And
he does.
And I wrote you that I had a famous defensive lineman. He told me off the record. He said the two easiest guys it was a stunning kind of statement he made, because he said the two easiest guys to sack in football are Brady and Manning. And I went, really? And they get the ball off so quickly. He said, no, I'm not talking about that. When you get ready to really go after them, to give them a hit, they just collapse. And I thought, that is really, and this was like 3 or 4 years ago, that's why I said he was not doing it now, that I thought, what a great idea, rather than sit there, that if you're Roethlisberger and you can get out, during the course of the season, you can get out 8 times.
Right.
But he's hurt.
Right.
Roethlisberger's hurt. That you avoid getting hurt if you just collapse.
It's so annoying, but it's so smart.
No.
It really is.
So if you just collapse before you get sacked, maybe it hurts your pride a little bit, but it doesn't hurt the team nearly as much as if you had a separated shoulder. And so Tony Romo's not playing, Roethlisberger's not playing, and how does that impact those teams' playoff hopes? So Peyton Manning's a very smart guy.
Sure, when you add that to the people who go, well, you're going to roll out and stuff like that, and I've said this on the show before, Josh McDaniels said, you understand what your quarterback, he said, it's a league where you understand what your quarterback can't do more than what he can do. They can all pass. And he said, we never, ever had a play where Tom Brady got outside, moved the pocket or anything, or ran, even bootlegs, except on a quarterback sneak where you just fall forward. And I think that is critical to the fact that both of them had played as long as they have without, Manning missed a full season. Brady missed almost an entire season because a guy went after his legs, and they changed the rule. But because, A, they're not out there running wild. They're not trying to run for a first down. Neither one of them. You've never seen Brady unless it's just – and everybody criticized for Manning for not running the 30 yards last year. He couldn't run the 30 yards. He had whatever the leg deal was that you don't think was an injury. But they don't –
it's called being old.
They don't run, and they don't stand in there and try to avoid a sack.
I think that it's cool. I really do, and I think it should be a drinking game among Broncos fans. It should be called the fainting goat, and the drink should be the old goat. It's a pint of Guinness, and it's a sidecar of Gerald
Peyton's face on the bottle.
That's right.
You missed it today. I got to tell you, we all.
I missed it.
Go back.
Of course, I missed a lot.
We all go back to when we look at our columns, and when you look at your shows, and you go, "I wish I'd done this." Fainting goat, fainting greatest of all time.
Oh. You know what? I think the fainting goat's going to be a recurring theme, so I may get back to.
But he's also
the greatest of all.
But he is the fainting greatest of all time.
Go read Mark's column at denverpost.com, or go to his Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
At Mark Kiszla.
At Mark Kiszla, Kiszla. That segment is sponsored by the Blake Street Tavern.